Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are here to discuss about the kidney problems and cure. Actually, the kidney problems are occur due to unusual situations or some factors that is originating within the kidney or some environmental factors that causes serious kidney problems. During the selective reabsorption process, sometimes the calcium ions that present in excess are reabsorbed and move back towards in our blood. As in our diet, we take some vegetable which include tomato. Tomato is a basic source for the oxalic acid. As oxalic acid is an organic compound and have a small size, so it is also reabsorbed again in blood. Both these calcium ions and the oxalic acid are chemically react with each other. This is a formula of oxalic acid that combine with calcium ions and it form the calcium oxalate. This calcium oxalate is responsible for the formation of the stone in kidney. This diagram indicates the formation when the calcium oxalate is converted into stone, then it is stored in our kidney, and when we pass a urine, then it create a problem for us. Now, kidney stones are basically occur due to two reasons. One is a hypercalcemia, as I discussed in my previous slide. When the excess amount of the calcium are stored in reabsorbed, then as a result the concentration of the calcium ions increases in our blood. Then this situation is known as hypercalcemia. And when the oxalate ions or oxalic acid are absorbed in our blood and its concentration is increases, then this condition is known as hyperoxaluria. This hypercalcemia and hyperoxaluria condition both chemically react calcium ions and oxalic acid that involved in the formation of the stone that stored in our kidney and causes serious problems. %70 of all the kidney stones are calcium oxalate in nature. 15% of the stones are calcium phosphate in nature, while the 10% of the stones are due to storage of the uric acid. These salts are basically precipitated out during the urine formation and accumulate later to form the stone. Salt of the calcium and the oxalated salts oxalate precipitate out during the urine formation that accumulated and cause the stone formation. Now, if the stone is diagnosed in our kidney, then next step, how to remove it. For it, some treatment is occur. Kidney stones are removed either by surgery or by non-surgical way. Lithotripsy is a non-surgical way to break up the stones. This is a technique which is used to break up the stones from the kidney, ureter or the gallbladder. In lithotripsy technique, we use either X-rays, ultrasound or ultrasound shocks that helps to break down the stone into a tiny pieces so that it pass out from the body in the form of a in the form of a urine, or when we pass the urine, then these stone is a breakdown into tiny pieces and move out from the body as we pass the urine. Next, kidney problem is our renal failure. Various pathological and chemical factors are responsible to damage the structure of the nephron, particularly the glomerulus. As we know that glomerulus is a basic part of a nephron which involve for the filtration process. If the problem is occur in the glomerulus, that result to increase the plasma level of the urea and other waste material in the blood, that cause high blood pressure and the anemia. Treatment of the kidney failure. There are two basic treatment of the kidney failure. One is the dialysis. Dialysis means that a process of cleaning of blood either by passing through the artificial kidney or by filtering it within the abdomen. There are two basic types of the dialysis. One is a hemodialysis and other one is a peritoneal dialysis. Second treatment of the kidney failure is a kidney transplant. In hemodialysis, the cleaning of a blood is takes place. Blood is circulating with the help of a machine which contain a dialyzer, also known as artificial kidney. To remove the nitrogenous waste, particularly the urea, blood of the patient is treated through the dialysis. Dialyzer has a spaces which are separated by a membrane. Blood is passes from one side of a membrane and dialysis the fluid on the other side. Waste material are removed in this way from the body, and this process is done just like a healthy kidney. Second type of the dialysis is a peritoneal dialysis. Its working principle is same as that of a hemodialysis except of the peritoneum. Actually, what is the peritoneum? Peritoneum, our abdomen has a cavity which is known as the peritoneal cavity, which is lined by a thin epithelium called a peritoneum. Peritoneal cavity is filled with a dialysis fluid that circulate through a catheter. Catheter is actually a connection that help to circulate the dialysis fluid in the peritoneal cavity or in our abdominal cavity, and it form a linkage between them. Excess water and the waste through the peritoneum into dialysis fluid is moved. This process is repeated several times in a day. This is done again and again until the kidney is transplanted, because this is a very painful process. So under normal conditions, generally this is not recommended, but if the patient is suffered in a critical condition, then this will be suggested. This is a diagram of the hemodialysis. Actually, in case of hemodialysis, this is a dialyzing filter. With the help of pressure monitoring, this enter in our body that take the material, that take excess of the nitrogenous or waste material from the blood, and it is circulate the blood through it. Here a heparin injection is given in heparin pump that act as an anticoagulant. because as a blood is a move out of the body that moves through the dialyzing filter, then there will be a chances to blood become a coagulate. In our body, naturally the anticoagulant proteins are present that help to prevent our blood within the body to coagulate. So this is a necessary to remove this heparin, to add this heparin pump that help to prevent the blood from the clotting. All the nitrogenous waste material are extracted from this source and the cleaning blood again enter into it. In case of a peritoneal dialysis, this is our solution bag. This is our catheter, a connector that help to move this dialysing solution into our peritoneal cavity, and this is our peritoneum, and this lining is our peritoneal cavity or peritoneum. This dialysing solution with the help of a catheter that is a connector is moved inside the peritoneum and drainage all the waste material in this drainage bag. Kidney transplant. When all the when the renal failure become at its acute problem, then this will be necessary to remove or transplant a kidney. Uremia or end stage of the renal disease is known as kidney failure. This is a necessary to remove the kidney by the surgical way by kidney transplantation. For this process, it is necessary to match the kidney donor. This is a permanent treatment for the renal failure.